All right, let's jump right in. So, if you're running a business, a school, heck, any organization in Kenya, you know the struggle, right? It's cutting through all that digital noise. The real question is, how do you actually get your most important messages heard? I mean, think about it. You're up against endless social media ads, email inboxes that are just overflowing. It's a million distractions all at once. So how do you make sure that your announcement, that flash sale, that crucial parent-teacher meeting, or a really important alert actually gets seen by the people who absolutely need to see it? Okay, but what if I told you there's a way to communicate that has this number attached to it? A 98% open rate. Yeah, you heard that right, 98%. That means pretty much every single message gets read. And usually we're talking within just a few minutes. It sounds almost impossible, doesn't it? But, well, it's very real.
So what's the magic behind that incredible number? It's something you already know, bulk SMS. It's super simple, incredibly direct, and just ridiculously powerful. We're talking about the power to send one single targeted message straight to the phones of thousands of people, all at the very same time.
Right, so you might be thinking, SMS, isn't that old tech? Well, why is this so-called old technology more effective than ever, especially right here in Kenya? Let's dig in and break down exactly why SMS is still the undisputed champion when it comes to direct communication. It all starts with this one kind of mind-blowing fact. There are over 60 million mobile subscriptions in Kenya. Just let that sink in for a second. And look, this isn't just a Nairobi thing. We're talking about massive mobile penetration, from Kisumu all the way to Mombasa and literally everywhere in between. The mobile phone, that's the one device that connects almost every single person. Now, just for a second, think about the other options you have. Emails, they get buried in spam folders. Social media ads, they're constantly fighting for a sliver of attention. But an SMS, it just cuts right through all that noise. It's instant. It works on literally any phone, from the smartest smartphone to the simplest feature phone. And, this is the big one, it doesn't need an internet connection. That is a huge, huge advantage, especially in areas where data access might not be super reliable. Okay, so the theory sounds great, but what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's take a look at how different organizations all across Kenya are using bulk SMS to get actual, tangible results. For anyone in retail, this is an absolute game changer. Just picture it. You send out a message that says, "Hey, flash sale, 20% off everything for the next 3 hours only." That goes directly to your most loyal customers. You can literally drive people to your store immediately and seriously boost your sales, all in a single afternoon. And it's not just for business. Community organizations depend on getting the word out on time. A school, for example, can instantly let every single parent know about a sudden closure or an upcoming event. No more wondering if people saw the email. Or a church can send out a quick reminder for a service or a community project, making sure everyone feels connected and in the loop. And, when the information is truly critical, SMS is hands down the most reliable way to send it. This is why NGOs and government agencies use it for things like public health alerts, emergency notifications, or really important civic updates. You can reach thousands of people in seconds when it matters most. And of course, we see this every day in banking and fintech, where SMS is absolutely essential for our security. Yeah, every single time you get one of those one-time passwords, or a transaction alert, or a payment reminder from your bank, that's bulk SMS technology in action, keeping your account safe and your finances in order. So what's the secret ingredient that makes all of these examples so effective? It's not just about the message itself. It's all about trust. Think about it. When you get a text from Best Bank, instead of some random unknown number, you actually pay attention. You trust it. And that right there is the power of what's called a branded sender ID. It creates instant recognition and reinforces your brand with every single text you send. Okay, this all sounds fantastic, but let's get down to brass tacks. What does it actually cost, and who can you even partner with to get this done? Let's take a look at the numbers you can expect in 2025. And here's the really great news. It is incredibly affordable. We're talking accessible even for startups and small businesses. Seriously, you're looking at just a fraction of a shilling for each message. The two main costs to think about are the per SMS rate, which, by the way, usually gets cheaper the more you send. And then there's a one-time fee to register your very own branded sender ID. And the good news is, you've got plenty of options. Here are just a few of the leading providers in the Kenyan market right now. Now, Each of these companies offers slightly different packages and tools. Some are really focused on developers with powerful APIs, while others have super easy-to-use dashboards for marketers. So it's definitely worth doing a little homework to see which one is the perfect fit for what you need.
All right, so you're convinced. How do you actually put all of this into action? Let's walk through a simple blueprint to get you started on your very first successful SMS campaign. First things first. When you're picking a provider, please don't just look at the price per SMS. There's more to it. You want to make sure they have direct connections to the big operators like Safaricom and Airtel. That's key for reliable delivery. Also, check for transparent pricing with no weird hidden fees. Make absolutely sure they're compliant with the Communications Authority regulations. And finally, look for a provider that gives you good analytics and has local support you can actually call.
Okay, so once you're all set up, just follow these 5 quick tips. They make all the difference. 1. Always get permission first. You need that opt-in consent. 2. Personalize it. If you can, use the customer's name. It works wonders. 3. Keep it short and to the point, under 160 characters, and tell people exactly what you want them to do next. 4. Timing is everything. Don't be that person sending messages at 3 in the morning. And number 5, track your results. Use the data to see what's working so you can make your next campaign even better.
Look, with mobile use in Kenya still on the rise, and with this technology becoming more powerful and more affordable every day, 2025 is absolutely the year to make SMS a core part of your communication strategy. The opportunity isn't coming, it's here right now.
So, what's the final takeaway here? What's the one thing to remember? It's simple. In a mobile-first country like Kenya, there is absolutely no faster, more direct, or more cost-effective way to reach your audience than with bulk SMS. End of story. So I'll leave you with this one final thought. Think about the last really important message you had to send out to your customers, your members, or your community. Ask yourself honestly, are you 100% sure it was seen? If there's even a tiny bit of doubt in your mind, well, now you know the solution. Thanks for tuning in.